Good morning, dear all. This is Dr. Rohit Kanda from Amritsar. Today, I am sharing with you a topic of my presentation, that is Introduction to Risk Management. So, we will discuss about the theory and practice of these things regarding how we manage the risk within an organization. This can be of any type, whether it can be a material risk or whether it can be somehow know-how sort of risk that is not tangible. So, but we need to take care of every kind of risk that is significant and sufficient to make the business go up and down. So, regarding this PPT in particular, we will discuss few sections as such. So, first of all, we will discuss the aims of this discussion. Then we will look upon that what is risk management as such. We do will have a stare upon the risk management cycle. Then we will look after the categories of risks. Then we are also discussing an important tool for risk management, that is a risk register. Then we look about that what is the risk appetite given the circumstances of a particular individual or a particular organization. So accordingly, the person he or she can take the risk as such. Then we will discuss the tips for success. That what are the key tips that need to be talked about for having a successful business enterprise. But another topic, that why risk management it may fail. So see, nothing is considerate. Future is uncertain. So and hence there are some sort of anomalies within the business, and sometimes there's some eradication within the business enterprise. So somehow, sometime the risk management it may fail also. But we can rediscuss ahead that how the things can be tackled upon, and then we will discuss the summary and conclusion as such. So coming to the main slides, yeah. First of all, yeah, we will discuss the aims of this presentation. So we will discuss that why it is relevant. I mean, uh, whether to look upon risk management, whether it is relevant. I mean, in the present day running age, it is very important that we only being ourselves confined to the important activities or important things. If we waste our time, so that time gone away, that never come back. So we explain that why it is relevant. I mean, that is a aim. We also explain that components, and components in what term? That is a risk cycle, that from its induction period to its establishment, maturity, and hence decline of the risk. So there's a wholesome risk cycle. We will discuss it in coming slide. So you may prepare. I mean, since I'll provide you guidance on preparing a risk register, then risk management techniques, then reporting of risk, and accordingly, what you people can do, you can learn the things practically. That how to handle. Theoretically, you may know about the thing, that what is a risk, but we also need to know practically how to handle it. So the present PPT is going to discuss that aspect as well. So that's a good aspect for you to learn. So students, simply look at this slide. So here we can see there's a big ship, and it is no none other ship. It is the infamous Titanic. It sunk in the sea. It sank. When we visit to different biographies or others things as such, we come to know that there were, I mean, a lot of security anomalies when the ship was made. And again, we can see that when the ship was, I mean, going down in the water, only one small boat is there. We can see upon, and few passengers they were able to just throw themselves within that small boat. So accordingly, it is very important to, first of all, we should have a place for risk management in our mind as well as. So at once, even they were known to that thing that there's a strong thing coming in ahead, but still they ignored it and they taken very big risks. So thousands of lives gone away, whole investment gone away, the enterprise, the company, it is also gone away. So everything was destroyed. Reason being, we didn't looked after that. There may be some risks altogether, and if we didn't taken care of same, so how can we able to handle it, and how what all the circumstances accordingly in future as such. So first of all, we will discuss the definition. So what is risk management as such for the purpose? So it is a process to identify all relevant risks and then to assess and rank those risks. Let's say we have four risks: risk A, B, C, and D. So later upon, given the importance of criterion, we look upon that which risk is important and which is not important. Let's say risk A. I'll discuss the example later. So we accordingly address the risk in order of priority, and we monitor and report on their management. Yeah. Now I will discuss an example. Let's say a new product is coming in the market, new competitor, new product, new strategies, new everything. So first of all, what is the risk? That we may lose our customers. How come? Because of better product or better price. So our risk is majorly regarding the components of the product and the price of the product. So first of all, we need to look after what is the price the competitor is going to offer upon. If there is no price competition, we may look after the other component, that is the product quality or product utility. If our product is superior to their product, then we need not to worry about that whether they are entering in the market or not. But if their product is significant, we need to take the efficient development by way of different methods. We can shake hand for some know-how technologies, or we also look after some new innovation within our product as well as to boost the product sales within the market. And accordingly, we look upon that. I mean, what is the order of priority? Let's say in case of that particular example itself, if our priority is on product developments, and then we should first handle the product development aspect. Later we can move to any other thing such as distribution channel, logistics, supply chain management, and as other things as such. Mhm. Then what is the need of risk management exactly? Yeah. There is a core question. Yes, we all do have a risk. We know how to manage it, but whether there is a need to handle it, there are a lot of fluctuation in the market. Uh, on daily basis, we say that currency price change upon, as well as the commodity price, they do change in the market. We are unable to control them, and significantly they do affect our business enterprise. But still, we are unable to control them. Whether we need to plan for some risk management in that such a case. See, if they are significantly affecting your business, if your business is getting closed down just because of that risk, you need to handle it. If your business is significantly being mismanaged, wearing that this mismanagement, then you need to look after the things. So this management we need it because it promotes good management. Since it's a component of management as a whole, we do the financial management, we do the marketing management, we do the production management, we do the supply chain management. Same way, risk management is also a very important component that need to be looked after to promote a good management as well. So it may be legal and requirement depending upon industry or sector. Yes, it may be. In case of physical risk, or in case of a property risk, let's say in case of some mining organization, or in case of some that production organization, we have production plant. And in mining also we have risk that that whole area, that mine, that may blast away, or there may be some accident over uh, the place. And same risk is there in case of this production enterprise. So there may be some legal requirement while establishing such a firm, or while we make some changes to such a firm, and accordingly we come across the things. But we need to follow it. Even in the present day uh, period, SEBI and other legislative body, they do have formalized a few norms for the enterprises to come up with in order to have that efficient risk management. In their annual report, companies need to report upon that these are their risk management perspectives, these are their risk management initiative they are taken upon. And also resources available, they are always limited. We have nothing unlimited in this world. We have all limited resources, and therefore, in order to focus our response to risk management, that is very needed. Since when we have limited resources, if they waste away, then we have a risk of shortening or even go out of kind of stock. So we need not to look after such a situation. Hence, in such a case, we need to have an efficient risk management strategy. So, what is a risk? Yeah, it can have different definition from very simple to very large to very broad as such. So, a risk is an uncertain event which may occur in the future. Yeah, that is a very simple definition. I mean, any uncertain event that may occur in future. It may be positive event, it may be negative event. It may, give a boost to our business, or it may give loss to our business. So we may handle it, whatsoever it be, if it is in our hands, if it is in our control. This may prevent or delay the achievement of an organization or unit objective or goals. Yeah, basically. Say a competitor with new product is coming in the market, then we are having the risk that our product sales that is getting down, so our profits. Accordingly, we are unable to bring up the product development or the sales and marketing development, having lesser funds, bearing lesser sales. So the achievement of goals they are also somehow delayed. Bearing this risk, again, the risk is not certain. It is likelihood that can only be estimated. First thing, it is not certain. It may happen or it may not happen. So it is only contingent event. We can only estimate it. We can't give any time that exact figure for say. We can only estimate that. Let's say if some calamity, some natural calamity is happening, what much risk we are having of getting away out of the store, unless otherwise our whole organization is under the stake, then that's a different thing. Then our whole cost of risk is simply our net worth of the business enterprise. But in the other cases, it is simply uncertain. We can only have an estimate. But as already I told, that not all risks are bad. Some level of risk must be taken to progress or prevent stagnation. In business, the more we take the risk, the more is the profit. This is a very basic principle. And business, it is based upon taking risk. More than 90% of the business that is on credit basis. So we all time have the risk of losing our fund. We all time have the risk of losing our uh, debtor book. We all time have risk of losing many things, but risk is not all time bad. When it is calculated risk, when it is a controlled risk, it is a good thing for our business. We should take calculated risks as such. Yeah. So we coming to risk management cycle. I already discussed that that is a cycle, that keep on revolving and end to end. It never ends. This process is a running process. So the first step in this cycle is confirm strategy. See, we have the market analysis, then we come up with some strategy to tackle the risk, how we will manage the risk. And then we discuss that strategy with our board of management and other stakeholders. And accordingly, we confirm that this is our strategy to control the risk in particular. Then we identify and assess risk. Yes. Again, we need to identify and assess the risks that are existing in the market, that are existing in the environment, and accordingly, to we are able to look after that. What is the challenge to our resources from those risks, and how we can control them? We evaluate our control that these are the challenges coming within next few months or next few years. So we have different tools to control that risk. So whether those tools they are significant, they are sufficient for handling that risk in particular. Then followed by this, we take some action, practical. First three steps we are only planning and planning, but we also need to take action. In order to do have anything. If we never step up, we will never able to. Take anything in our hand. So we should need to take some action. And accordingly followed by we monitor and report. Simply we monitor that how efficiently this management is going upon, and then we evaluate that how efficiently this has been managed. Then we report again the management of risk by the present strategy, and accordingly management looks upon whether there is a need of development of the strategy within our enterprise. If the strategy is okay, it will go upon. And again we will come up to step one. If the strategy is having some deficiency, then in that case our risk will be higher, and our risk management strategy need to be redeveloped. It need to be researched in order to come up to the good things. Then, yeah, we were discussing the steps in risk management cycle. So here's the first step in the risk management cycle, where we simply define our strategy. And how we define it? We define the purpose. That is, there are three things to be kept in mind while taking this step one. One is the mission, then is the strategy, then is the goals. So mission is nothing but we define the purpose. Let's say we sell goods. In case of General Electrics, the mission is simply that they plan to sell the electronic products within the pre-specified market. So that is our purpose simply. Let's say in case of a Punjab State Electricity Board, they had a simple mission to provide electricity services to the locale of Punjab, within the state of Punjab itself. So that is also a sort of mission. Then our strategy. Strategy is nothing but a high level plan. It's a long term plan. Most of the cases it's for 5 or 7 years. That how we are going to manage our business, how we are going to manage our market as such, and accordingly able to achieve the success. So it is a high level plan, mostly mostly made up by the high level management itself, but within the consultants of the mid level management as well as other stakeholders, and duly approved within that board meetings as such. Then there are goals. So goals are somehow a smaller thing to be looked upon. Neither they are mission, neither they are strategy, but they are only goals. They may be for an organization as a whole, or they may be for particular unit. Let's say we have a goal to achieve 200 units of a particular product within a day, but otherwise we are sometimes unable to. Excuse me. Excuse me.